Hello there, I'm Nicholas, and this is On Listening with Chi Rising Studio. Thank you for joining me today. You know, I've been thinking a lot about comfort food recently. Those dishes that somehow manage to soothe our souls as much as they fill our stomachs. For me, it's a warm bowl of congee, a rice porridge that's been a staple in Chinese cuisine for thousands of years. There's something about its simplicity, its warmth, the way it seems to envelop you from the inside out. And it's got me wondering, what is it about certain foods, experiences that make us feel so grounded? The idea of groundedness, of feeling centered and nourished, is at the heart of what we're going to explore today, the earth element in TCM. In TCM, the earth element is understood as an energetic principle that resides within each of us, governing our sense of stability, nourishment, and harmony. At its core, the earth element represents the center around which the other elements revolve. It's associated with the transition between seasons, particularly the late summer when the abundance of harvest is at its peak. This central position gives the earth element a unique role in maintaining balance and harmony within the body and mind. In nature, we see the earth element manifested in the fertile soil that supports life, in the abundance of fields ripe for harvest, and in the steady, grounding presence of mountains and plains. Within our bodies, the earth element is primarily associated with the spleen and stomach meridians and their corresponding organs. Now, it's important to note that in TCM, these organs are understood not just in their physical capacity, but as energetic systems that influence our overall well-being. The spleen, often referred to as the Minister of Agriculture in TCM texts, is responsible for the transformation and transportation of nutrients throughout the body. It extracts the pure essence from food and fluids, transforming them into qi and blood, the vital substances that nourish and energize our entire being. The stomach works in tandem with the spleen. It receives food and drink, breaking them down before passing them on to the spleen for further transformation. This process is fundamental to our health and vitality, providing the raw materials from which our body creates energy and sustains itself. But the influence of the earth element extends far beyond digestion. In TCM, the spleen is also closely tied to our mental faculties. It's said to house our capacity for thinking, studying, and even concentration. When our earth element is in balance, we find it easier to focus, to absorb new information, and to think clearly and coherently. Emotionally, the earth element is associated with the feeling of sympathy or pensiveness. When in balance, this manifests as a deep sense of empathy and connection to others. We're able to offer support and nurturing without becoming overwhelmed or losing our own center. This emotional aspect of the earth element plays a crucial role in our ability to form meaningful relationships and create a sense of home and belonging. The earth element also governs our muscles, providing them with nourishment and maintaining their strength and tone. And this is why imbalances with the earth element can sometimes manifest as muscle weakness or a feeling of heaviness in the limbs. One of the key concepts related to the earth element is that of dampness. In TCM, dampness is seen as a pathogenic factor that can arise when the spleen's transformative function is weak. This can lead to an accumulation of fluids and a sense of heaviness or sluggishness in both the body and the mind. Dampness can manifest in different ways, physically as bloating, edema, or digestive issues, and mentally as foggy thinking or difficulty concentrating. The earth element is also closely linked to the concept of yi, often translated as intellect or intention. Yi represents our capacity for focused thought and applied thinking. And when our earth element is strong, our yi is clear and sharp, allowing us to study effectively, make decisions with clarity, and maintain our concentration even in challenging situations. This capacity for clear thinking and focused attention is not just a mental exercise, it's intimately connected to our physical well-being and our ability to navigate the world around us. In TCM, there's a profound understanding that our mental, emotional, and physical states are not separate, but deeply intertwined. The earth element, with its association to the spleen and stomach, sits at the heart of this interconnection. Consider for a moment the process of digestion. In allopathic medicine, we might think of this simply as the breaking down of food into nutrients. But in TCM, digestion is seen as a much broader concept. It's not just about processing food, but about processing life itself. The earth element governs our ability to take in experiences, relationships, and information, extract what's valuable, and let go of what's not needed. This process of digesting life is fundamental to our ability to adapt and thrive. When our earth element is strong, we are able to meet new situations with openness and curiosity. We can absorb new ideas without losing our sense of self. We can nurture relationships without becoming overly enmeshed. In essence, a balanced earth element allows us to engage fully with life while maintaining our center. But what happens when this delicate balance is disrupted? In TCM, many of the challenges we face in modern life can be traced back to an imbalance in the earth element. The constant barrage of information we face daily, the irregular eating patterns many of us have adopted, the disconnection from natural rhythms, all of these can tax the earth element. So it's no surprise when earth is weakened, we might find ourselves feeling ungrounded, as if we are being buffeted about by the winds of change rather than standing firm in our own truth. We might struggle to set boundaries, either becoming overly concerned with others' needs at the expense of our own, or becoming rigid and inflexible in our interactions. Physically, an earth imbalance often manifests in digestive issues. But remember, in TCM, digestion isn't just about the stomach. An imbalanced earth element might show up as difficulty digesting new information, leading to mental fog or indecisiveness. It might manifest as muscle weakness or fatigue, as the body struggles to extract and distribute nourishment effectively. Emotionally, this imbalance often shows up as worrying or overthinking. The natural sympathy of the earth element might become excessive, leading to rumination or even anxiety. We might find ourselves constantly seeking reassurance from others, unable to find stability within ourselves. This might sound like a lot, but here's where the wisdom of TCM offers us a path forward. By understanding the earth element, not just as an isolated concept, but as part of an interconnected whole, we can begin to restore balance. This is where the theory of the 5 elements becomes particularly illuminating. In the 5-element theory, Earth is seen as the center around which the other elements revolve. It's the pivot point, the stable core that allows for the dynamic interplay of wood, fire, metal, and water. This central position gives Earth a unique role in maintaining harmony. Let's think of it like this. Earth provides the fertile soil from which the wood element can grow and expand. It offers the stable ground upon which the fire element can burn brightly without consuming everything in its path. It provides the minerals and structure that the metal element refines and defines, and it contains and channels the water element, preventing stagnation and allowing for smooth flow. In our lives, this translates to Earth being the foundation upon which we build all our experiences. A strong Earth element allows us to grow and change, to connect passionately with others and with our purpose, to discern what's truly important and let go of what's not, and to flow with the ever-changing circumstances of life. This interconnected view offers us a profound way of understanding health and balance. It suggests that by nurturing our earth element, we're not just addressing specific symptoms or issues, but supporting our overall capacity to engage with life fully and authentically. So, how do we cultivate this crucial element? Well, in TCM, there's an understanding that each element has a particular spirit or aspect of consciousness associated with it. And for Earth, this is Yi, which we touched on earlier. This is often translated as intellect or intention, but it's perhaps better understood as our capacity for embodied wisdom. It's important to remember that cultivating Yi isn't about accumulating knowledge or striving for intellectual achievements. Instead, it's about developing a deep, intuitive understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. It's about learning to listen, not just with our ears, but with our entire being, to listen to the wisdom of our body, to the subtle cues of nature around us, to the unspoken dynamics in our relationships. This kind of deep, active listening is in many ways the essence of what it means to nourish our earth element. It's about slowing down, grounding ourselves in the present moment, and really taking in our experiences. It's about creating space for true nourishment, not just of our bodies, but of our minds and spirits as well. When we approach life with this kind of attentiveness, we start to notice profound shifts. We become more resilient in the face of change, more capable of maintaining our center even when life gets chaotic. We find ourselves better able to nurture others without depleting ourselves. We discover a deep sense of belonging, not because our circumstances have changed, but because we've tapped into the fundamental stability that resides within us. And this is the true gift of the earth element, the understanding that groundedness isn't something we need to seek outside of ourselves. It's our natural state. It's always available to us when we remember to tune into it. By cultivating our earth element, we're not adding something new to our lives. Rather, we're returning to our essential nature, rediscovering the innate wisdom and stability that's always been there. As we come to the end of our exploration of the earth element, I invite you to take a moment to connect with this energy within yourself. Take a moment to feel the solid ground beneath you, supporting you unconditionally. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, imagine yourself sinking just a little deeper into that support. This is your earth element, always there, always nourishing you, always providing a stable foundation from which you can grow and thrive. In our next episode, we'll explore the metal element, the energy of autumn, of letting go, and of refining what's truly essential in our lives. We'll discover how this element can help us cultivate clarity, precision, and the ability to release what no longer serves us. Until then, thank you very much for joining me today. This is Nicholas, reminding you to stay grounded, stay nourished, and keep listening to your body, to nature, and to the deep wisdom that resides within you. If you found value in this episode, please consider sharing it with a friend who might also find it interesting. Your support helps us continue to create this space for learning and growth. You can find out more about our studio and the podcast at chirising.studio.